Very warm welcome to everyone. Today we are going to learn a very important topic which are asked in almost all the Olympiad exams starting from grade 8, that is alligation and mixtures. So alligation and mixture will start from the basics and will also do the tricks and shortcuts how we can do this mentally. Let's start with. So it says container A contains milk and water in the ratio of 5:3. Okay, so we have milk and water, that's given ratio is 5:3. And then given container B whose ratio is 6:2. See, whenever you have the sum as same, like here 5 plus 3, 8 and 6 plus 2, 8. So you don't have to do anything, no finding LCM, no any steps. What you do, you add milk and milk and you add water and water. Okay, so milk and milk is how much? 11 and this becomes 5. So what will be the answer? Ratio of milk and water in the resultant mixture is 11:5. So this is the short trick. If we go by the concept, let me explain what alligation is. So alligation is container A and container B. There are two different things, okay, A and B. And we get A plus B in a different container. So here ratio is suppose A is to B and here ratio is A dash B dash. So here resultant ratio will be A is to B. That is a concept of alligation. After mixing, what will be the resultant ratio, that we talk in alligation. Okay, so if we have to talk about the concept here, so milk and water, right? So milk is how much part? 5/8 parts. And water is how much part? 3/8 part, right? Similarly here 6/8 part and water is how much? 2/8 part. So if you add, milk is how much? In the mixture if you add 11/8 and water is how much? 5/8. So 8 cancel away. So milk and water gives you 11:5, which we did very easily with our shortcut. Let's go to the next question. Container A contain milk and water in the ratio of 18:7. So what we have? Container A where milk and water we have 18:7. Okay, this is our container A. And then container B in the ratio of 14:11. So first step, if you want to do by method, if you have to see the method in your school exams, then you have to just add 18 plus 7. So A will be this much milk, this much water, and B will be 14/25 milk and 11/25 water. And then you have to divide. You have to just add this to milk and then you have to divide by the water content, right? That is the actual method. But in Olympiad exams or competitive exam, you don't have to show all the steps. Just you count here, 18 plus 7 is 25 and here also 25. So just add 18 plus 14, that's give you 32 and 7 plus 11, that's give you 18, right? So you can directly go for the answer. Okay, so what will be the ratio of milk and water in the resultant mixture? And just see, maybe the answer may be given in the simplest form, so you can just simplify it. So as easy as this, and you can easily get the answer. Let's go ahead. Container A contain milk and water. Container A contain milk and water in the ratio of 9:17. Similarly, another container B contain milk and water in the ratio of 15:11. Check the sum. So 26 here and another time 26 here. So I will not do the any LCM or anything, just I will add 9 plus 15 and then I'll add the water content, that is 17 plus 11. So you can see here, so this give you 24 and this give you 28. And then again, we can put it into the simplest form by dividing by 4. So 6:7. That will be the ratio of milk and water in the resultant mixture. But the ratio must be 1:1, right? Very, very easy to understand. When the ratio is 1:1, that is the method we need to follow. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, vessel A contains free liquids. Now we have free liquid. So what we have? Free liquids. No problem. We have free liquid A, B. We have two containers, A and B, and the liquids are in the ratio of 12:3:4, and here 3:6:10. First step is to check the sum. So here you get 19, and here also you get 19. So the steps are same. So even if you mix three liquids, the resultant mixture A plus B will have, just we are going to add them like that. When the sum is same, we are just adding them. So 15:9:14, and we cannot reduce it further. So that gives us the answer. So see, alligation, this much simple, you might not have learned anywhere. So this is the simplest possible method. Now, let's try next question. Two vessels contain alcohol and water. So now we have alcohol and water. Here is in the ratio of 5:7, and another is 7:9. Now here you see sum is 12, and here sum is 16, right? If both the contents of the vessel are mixed together in the ratio of 1:1, what will be the ratio of alcohol and water in the resultant mixture? Now here you see the ratios are not same. So here what we need to do, we need to make the ratio same by taking the LCM. So LCM of 12 and 16 is how much? 48, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply this by 4 and this by 3. So now you multiply. So 20 here and 28 here. And here you just take it like a line like this. And now, so 7 times 3, 21 here and 27 here. After adding 41 and 55. So this will be the ratio in the resultant mixture. I'll repeat the whole process. So whenever you see the sum is not same, 12 and 16. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the LCM of 12 and 16. So you find the LCM of 12 and 16 is 48. Okay. Or what you can do easily, if you don't want to go for LCM, you cut the number. So 4 times 3 and 4 times 4 is 16. Cross multiply this one by 3 and this one by 4. So 4 times 5, 20, 4 times 7, 28. Now here 3 times 7, 21, 3 times 9, 27. Add them, and whatever answer comes will be the answer for your resultant mixture. A very, very unique method for solving alligation and mixture problem. I think all the questions from grade 8, your R.D. Sarma or R.S. Agrawal can be done by this method. Please try and comment. Let's see the next question. Two vessels contain alcohol and spirit. They are in the ratio of 2:3 and 3:4. Okay. If both the contents of vessels are mixed together in the ratio of again 1:1, so we'll check the sum. 5 here and 7 here. Since 5 and 7 are co-prime number, their SCF is 1. We are going to crossly multiply. Okay. So this one by 7 and this one by 5. So 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 21. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 4, 20. Right? And just we are going to add them. So 29:41. That will be the ratio in the resultant mixture. A very, very unique approach. Please follow this. Okay, let's go to the next type. Now see the question. Two vessels contain alcohol and spirit in the ratio of 2:3 and 3:4. So alcohol and spirit in the ratio of 2:3 and 3:4. But what is the difference here? They are mixed in the ratio of 3:4. So first you take the sum. So 5 here and 7 here. and then you multiply it by the ratios. Because earlier when we are taking all the ratio when we are mixing was 1:1. Now the ratio is changing to 3:4. No problem. We are multiplying by this. Okay. Okay. Now what is here? 5 and 7. So you multiply this by 7 and you multiply this by 5, right? So what we are going to do? So we are going to multiply here by 21 and here by 20. So now what we have? Here we got 42:63 and here we got 60:80, and then we are going to add them. So this will be the resultant answer. Let's take another question here, same type. I'm showing you. So 2 vessels containing alcohol and spirit in the ratio of 2:3 and 3:5. Okay. If I take 5, let me tell you what can happen, what easy it can happen. The sum here is 5 and here is 8. And they are mixed in the ratio of 3:4, right? 3:4. So I tell you this one you multiply by 8 and this one by 5 because cross we multiply. Okay. So now here 2:3 and 3:5. To reduce the steps, we can cancel like this. So here it becomes 6/5. So this becomes 12:18 and this becomes 15:25. And finally, if you add, this becomes 27:43. So that I want to explain you. If the questions where we can cancel it like this in terms of ratio after multiplying, it's easier to cancel them and get our answers. Let's go to the next question. Oh, so we finished it. We'll come with the next question in a different session. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe.